My warm greetings to all the participants, organizers, and fellow speakers of the 16th Philippine Insurance Summit. I would like to acknowledge as well the Insurance Institute for Asia and the Pacific, or IIAP, the Milagrosa Publishing House Incorporated, and our media partner, Business Mirror. I am grateful for your efforts and collaboration in ushering this year's Insurance Summit, albeit in a slightly different manner, as we are having it through virtual means for the very first time. Nonetheless, I have confidence that this will not diminish our enthusiasm to participate in today's event. With this, I would like to welcome you all to this year's Insurance Summit. Challenges, changes, and resilience. For me, these three words roughly summarize the events and undertakings of the recent years. The COVID-19 pandemic, the eruption of the volcano, the typhoons Rolly and Ulysses in the Philippines. Those are just some of the challenges we faced in the previous year. Challenges that brought changes we must learn to adapt with almost overnight. Challenges which tested our resilience and strength of character. Leaving behind the gloom of the previous year, we gathered our courage and faith to turn a new leaf that is full of hope and aspirations. We start 2021 eyeing for recovery and aiming to drive growth and development for the industry despite the challenging economic conditions. We in the Insurance Commission in particular are doing our part in promulgating sound policies that will provide regulatory relief to our insurance providers and industry players. With more than a year of this pandemic, we have already learned our ways of dealing with this predicament, and we have adopted a new lifestyle so as to cope up with the so-called new normal. As we continue our battle against COVID-19, let us not forget that there is another pressing matter that demands our attention and resolution. What I am talking about is the climate change and its impact on our society. Sitting on the Pacific Ring of Fire, the Philippines is considered as one of the countries prone to natural disasters, as well as vulnerable to the impact of changing climate. In the recent years, our country has been battered by strong typhoons, spawned by the rising sea temperature, causing frequent flooding and destruction of properties. The escalating frequency of these extreme weather events gave rise to increasing risks and losses, which the insurance industry must face and resolve. This thought served as one of the driving factors that led to the conception and creation of the Philippine Catastrophe Insurance Facility, or PCIF. The PCIF has been established through the Commission's collaboration with the Philippine National Reinsurance Corporation, or NATRE, and PIRA, the Philippine Non-Life Insurance Industry Association, and with the technical assistance from the World Bank. The PCIF was established to satisfy its four main objectives, first of which is to promote a strong Philippine non-life insurance industry. Through the facility, non-life insurers in our country will be able to redirect their catastrophe risks to a more diversified and larger pool that is then shared with the participating companies. By doing so, the facility enables the companies to manage their catastrophe exposures more efficiently and further boost their capacity to take in more catastrophe risks. Second is to provide adequate and sustainable catastrophe premium rates. The efficient management of catastrophe exposure among our insurers will further result to a more risk-appropriate rating environment that would ensure sustainable catastrophe premium rates. This will provide the public with a wider access to catastrophe insurance protection, which meets the third objective of the facility, to drive a higher insurance penetration rate in our country. Lastly, the facility aims to increase the local catastrophe retention. The goal is to pool the resources available in our country and to keep most of the funds here, enabling non-life insurers to grow the premium base and allow them to expand the range of catastrophe insurance products available to Filipinos. Generally speaking, the PCIF was designed to heighten our country's financial resilience against natural disasters, as well as address the catastrophe insurance gap. Ultimately, these steps will help communities hasten their recovery after large loss events such as typhoons and other disaster-related incidents. The establishment of PCIF is just one of the steps we take in mitigating the effects of climate change and other risk-related issues for the insurance industry. We also intensified our efforts in expanding our reach to the marginal sectors of our society through microinsurance and other similar instrumentalities, as they are the ones who are most vulnerable and badly hit by these catastrophic events. Through discussion and cooperation among the private sector, government and regulatory bodies, and economic institutions, I have faith and confidence that we can ensure the industry's resilience against climate change-induced calamities and other unprecedented risks. So if you ask me, can the insurance industry cope with the challenges of our current time? I will answer with a resounding yes. I hope that this year's Insurance Summit will set a stage for learning and discussion among our peers in the industry, and that new doors of opportunities will be opened for us and everyone else in our world. Let us all have a safe and productive day ahead. Thank you. Have a good day.